The price of this sucker right here wrecked off the auction, and that was exactly 1, 2, 3, go! What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the original Goon Squad garage, and today we're going to continue working on our 2020 Tesla Model X build. And as you guys seen in the previous video, we almost got that sucker 100% complete. All we got left is just a few little minor things like completely solder up the wiring harness to the front bumper, button up the front frunk area right there, and also take out the SRS crash module, send it off to get reset. That thing is practically gonna be completed, and I think this is gonna be actually our last video on that thing, and we might even do some price breakdowns for you guys, so I think that's gonna be super epic, because we did end up buying that parts car, which actually threw the whole entire budget through the roof, basically. So that's just gonna be pretty crazy to tell you guys what we paid for all this stuff. But you know what? That other car still has a bunch of potential, so I don't think we're over the budget. I think we're within the budget, because that could turn into still something, another Tesla, basically.
Dude, that's a whole nother car right there. So I don't know how to put it, if it's in the budget or not in the budget. It all depends on what we do with it at the end, dude.
Yeah, but we'll include it. We'll show you guys what these suckers run. They're quite expensive, I think, personally, but once we get there, you guys will just see for yourselves. But as right now, what we're gonna do is probably go ahead and pull out this Huracan, because it is raining today, so we're gonna be working inside, pull in the Model X, try to knock out all this little stuff, and then eventually start revealing some prices. Alrighty guys, so check this out. We finally got a bunch of these wires completely soldered up for this main front bumper harness right there. And look at this, we finally got this fog light slash turn signal working, and it looks super sick right there. It also has a daytime running light that turns white when you turn the turn signal off. But if you hop onto this side over here, this sucker is not working at all. We tried testing the wires and everything. We tried knocking on it. That doesn't work right there. And I believe we might have a bad fog light, or this is actually probably not a compatible fog light, because this is off the 2016 model, right?
Yeah, and we did a little bit of research, and we found out that the 2016 models didn't even have fog lights, and I think that's just a dummy right there, dude.
Exactly. Zoom in on that. As you can tell, it has like a black lens right there, and it's just like a cover, basically. But if you look at our original ones that are damaged that came off the 2020 model, you can see a clear lens, and we even plugged it up to this side right here, and it lights up, and it looks super sick. So we're definitely gonna have to order 2 2020 fog lights and just slap them on the front, and I think they'll work, and we'll be golden there.
Yeah, that's no big deal. We can easily swap them out, but that's pretty much it for the front bumper, other than we had to pop it off to solder 2 more wires for the sensor that we forgot right there. And I think we have 2 more wires to solder here, because they were identical. We just had to figure it out.
Yeah, we just wanted to make sure we didn't have them in reverse, so we just kind of just like twisted them together just to test them. Got that figured out. Gonna solder that up. Then after that, we're gonna go ahead and actually complete this whole entire front area, throw in like this duct slash cover for that cooling system, and then a few other little trim pieces. And then we're gonna go ahead and hop inside and try to locate that SRS module and ship that sucker out. goodness, dude.
That was just crazy right there, dude.
Just to fish that. I'm pretty sure that was what deep sea fishing feels like.
Dude,
have you ever been?
I've never been deep sea fishing, and I gotta say, dude, that was pretty much the same thing, dude. That was crazy just to try to figure out how this crazy center console comes apart. Honestly, tell you the truth, I was just pulling stuff, and then it was just snapping apart.
Snapping apart?
The good snaps, not the breaking snaps.
Hey, we were just hoping that there was no breaking stuff, but you know what? We looked it up online, and there's no information.
Dude, no YouTube videos, no Google, no like forum pages or anything like that. So we gave you guys exactly a little clip of where this sucker sits underneath this huge console, underneath like an air vent. And dude, if you can get to it, you got it, dude.
Exactly, and that's where all the crash codes are stored right there. This is what's going to allow our air suspension to work once again. And we're just going to send that sucker off to get reset and cleared out.
I wonder if that one off of that Tesla works, because wasn't it like a good one? Like
no airbags blown.
Dude, what if it works? Or it probably has a lot older technology, because this 2020, man, has a lot of new stuff.
I don't know if it's even worth us tearing that one apart just to get it out and test it out, because I'd rather have their official one that matches up to the VIN number and all that good stuff. But dude, that's it for the interior right there. And we even put together this frunk, which, dude, it looks super good up here. Look at this.
Compared to what it looked like for a couple of weeks, I mean, compared to what it looked like when we first got this car, dude, it was like smashed sideways, missing everything. Now it actually looks like the finished product.
Dude, looks original. Definitely needs some cleanup, which we're gonna probably do that very next. Vacuum some things, wipe a few things down, but mainly focus on the exterior.
Yeah, this thing haven't had a clean ever since we got it, dude.
Dude, it was filthy, dude, for weeks. But you know what? It's still not too bad, so it should clean up pretty quick. Got to throw some trim on this door, little piece of trim on that side.
And then we'll be ready to jump on the inside, probably vacuum it all out, wipe it down, and then we'll probably foam this whole entire car out, wipe it down, and probably do another test. Not a hauling test, but a pulling test, dude.
Against that? Oh my goodness.
Dude. Putting it up against the Raptor, because these things almost weigh the same thing, or that one weighs a little bit more.
What do you think is going to pull what, dude?
I think, in my opinion, I think this thing will drag the Ford Raptor, dude. But
imagine
I don't know,
that.
dude.
Imagine what Ford is going to think if they see this Raptor getting dragged around, man.
Oh, man, I might have to take that back, because our tires are pretty slick on this thing. You know what I mean?
We're going to put them to the test regardless, dude. Maybe we'll haul a few other things around, dude.
Dude, you never know. Haul the Raptor around, dude.
But anyways, I say we go ahead, clean this stuff up, and then we're going to go ahead, put that stuff to the test, and then after that, we're going to start putting our list together to show you guys what type of money we spend on these things.
It's crazy.
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
This bad boy right here.
What are you thinking?
I think this.
You think the Ford? Alrighty, guys. So here it is. It is the moment of truth.
We're gonna try that one in two-wheel drive since it got some mud grapplers.
Yeah, it's only fair.
This one's just gonna be an all-wheel drive for right now.
Dude, but look how clean this thing. We got this sucker cleaned up from the inside to the outside.
And we lowered the suspension a little bit. That way it sits nice and clean. I think this is like the perfect ride height right here.
It is so perfect, man. But right now it is time to put the powertrain to the test, dude.
The electric versus V6.
Can you believe it? Can you
put that thing in 4x4, dude?
You don't have to put this little thing in 4-wheel drive now. You gonna put it in 4 low, 4 high?
4 high?
Should he put in? Yeah, put in 4 high. 4 high. 4 high. Let him try it in 4 high first, and then we'll go down to 4 low. What do you think? Are you good over here? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
You ready over here?
Dude, born ready.
Dude, that was wild. Go ahead and put the tension up. Let
him put the tension up, because I might drag him to the road.
Pop, put the tension up a little bit. All right.
I'll let him pull me just a hair.
Yep, pull. Keep going, keep going. Go back into position if y'all don't mind here. A little bit more. A little bit more. Are you in neutral?
I'm in reverse.
Reverse. All right. Right there. I'm gonna do a little countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh! Slinging rocks, man. He's gonna put some.
I got him, dude. We gotta get back in the concrete.
Oh my goodness! You're gonna have to pull. All right, Pops. Put it in neutral. Put it in neutral. He's gonna pull you. Pull. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Pull him up. Let her rip one more time. All right. You won. He won in 4-wheel drive. It's just because you got them grippy tires, man. Go ahead and put it back in 2-wheel drive. Let's have a little bit more fun. Let's make some smoke. Some more smoke. I don't know, man.
Dude.
What's the game plan now, dude?
I mean, for now, dude, since that was in 4x4, it kind of would like catch it a little bit and then spin out a little bit. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but you know what? I mean, this thing is pretty powerful, dude. It kind of like pulled it a little bit,
pretty
dude.
Powerful when that thing is in 2-wheel drive. That's pretty impressive, man.
Oh yeah, dude. This was pretty epic. This is a pretty cool test, right? Hopefully we didn't mess anything up. You know, we might have to go for a little drive after this one, dude.
Definitely. So we're gonna go ahead and put it in 2-wheel drive. He's already in 2-wheel drive. Go ahead and put some tension on it.
You want to do another pull?
Yeah, well, this is gonna be the last one right here. Last pull. We're gonna make some smoke, and that's gonna be it for it.
This thing just holds it, dude. It holds its ground, man.
It does in 2-wheel drive. So that was a pretty cool test right there. Now I think we're gonna set this sucker aside. That's a pretty cool truck actually too. So it's pretty powerful,
dude,
man.
That truck is sweet, but you know what? I was really wanting to spin all 4 tires on this thing, but it just won't do it.
I think it's got like some sort of like slip control or some sort of all-wheel drive system that's not gonna allow it to do that.
Like I literally had the pedal to the metal, and it would do its own thing and try to grab, you know. So it was like doing whatever, dude.
Yeah, I wish there was an option where you could switch from 4-wheel drive to 2-wheel drive and drift this thing.
I wish this thing would go into like ludicrous mode, dude. I bet that thing would burn rubber, dude.
I think we might be able to hack into it and get that mode unlocked, but as of right now, we're gonna go ahead and unhook this chain. I'm gonna check how warm his tires are right quick. Oh man, dude, those are gonna need to be changed in a little bit. That's the first. Those are like almost brand new, so I mean it's not too bad.
All right, dude.
It burnt off like a millimeter, but you know what? That was for America.
Yes,
that was
sir.
For freedom right there.
Right.
Oh my goodness, this is what this thing is really made for.
Dude, just cruising the streets, man.
Cruising, just like basically like creeping, because like nobody can hear you. But I bet it looks so sick, like flying by and somebody's just like sitting on the side of the road.
I mean, like if you're sitting out on your front porch and you hear that, I mean, if you can hear this thing, you just hear the wind, you know what I mean?
Basically, it's just like slicing through the wind. But then,
what? Dang.
I'm still impressed once again after test driving it with Pops the other day, man.
I know, dude.
Well, this is basically your first legit test drive.
This is my first legit test drive, and it's like, dang, this thing is fun. This is just a lot of fun.
You can almost feel the tires slipping, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, not only it's not like insanely fast. I mean, probably have to like do a tune, you know, that way we can unlock it, see if we can do like ludicrous mode, but like it's just a fun car, you know what I mean?
It is such a fun car, dude. It's just an amazing experience.
Yeah,
that's what
all it is. It's just the experience. Every time you get behind the wheel, it never gets old, dude.
And the cool thing is, we didn't know this until like the other day. You could actually hit like camera or something like that, and look at that. The camera will work while you're driving. That is That's
so
perfect.
Cool.
Like if you're hauling a trailer and you kind of want to like see what's going on back there instead of like looking and turning around, if your like load is still strapped up properly, that's one way to do it right here. Make sure all your straps are tightened. But anyways, we're gonna head back home and probably go ahead and put together a list and show you guys what we paid for this thing.
Let's do it.
Alrighty guys, so it's actually the next day here, and we ended up actually running to the alignment machine first off. We got this sucker squared away and it drives like a bullet train. It is perfect, drives so much better. Before it was a little bit squirrely, so we got that taken care of. And of course, we already put together a price list of everything that it costed to basically get this sucker right here 100%. So first off, we're just gonna go ahead and reveal to you guys the price of this sucker right here, wrecked off the auction, and that was exactly $46,748. And we're not gonna talk about the parts card just yet, but first thing we started doing was actually purchasing first thing we did was purchase a parts car, but we're just gonna save that for a little bit later. But as for the parts that we purchased for this thing, it was the frame rails, the front frame rails, which were $1,100 right there. The front subframe, $800. The pillar, $665, which we didn't use that, so we're gonna use that as value and maybe cash out, sell it later on.
Yeah, dude,
like
or keep it for another build because you never know what can pop up, dude.
Exactly, right? You're right there. And of course, we purchased a brand new windshield as well for $1,200. So for OEM parts that we purchased, it brings us to a total of $3,700. And then we did purchase some aftermarket parts, which was the carbon, which was pretty heavily priced, dude. All that whole entire carbon package was $3,800.
Yeah, because not a lot of people make carbon packages for these cars right here. There's only a handful, and I mean, it's a pretty steep price for something like this.
Definitely.
Dude.
So in total parts for this 2020 Tesla, we spent $7,565. So that's the OEM parts plus the aftermarket parts put together. Then you got $46,748 plus all these parts right here, which gets us to a total of $54,313. But it's kind of weird how we're doing this price breakdown because we also purchased that parts car, which we took a bunch of parts from it. So I'm guessing we're gonna move on to the next list that we put together. And we're just gonna fly right over here for that 2016 Tesla Model X 90D parts car. We spent $29,588, dude.
Dude, that is a pretty high price, but that is like the standard price for these cars. If the battery's good, that's what they're gonna go for right there, dude.
But the thing is, look at all the parts that we took off of that Tesla right here. So we got the front bumper, the headlights, the fenders, the airbags, the cooling system, the air suspension, the front parts, all that stuff, the hood, the wiring harness, bumper brackets, all for a total, if we were to buy the stuff separately, it would have costed us $7,600.
Yeah, and that's not including all the little miscellaneous stuff that's like all behind this, all these parts and stuff like that. So it was well worth it because we got the parts like right away, dude.
And that parts Tesla is still worth probably around $25,000. You know what I mean?
It could be even worth $30,000 for the way these prices are for batteries and stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. So we got about, I haven't calculated all these numbers together, but I'm thinking we got about, let me just go ahead and brainstorm. 54 plus 30,000 is gonna be around $85,000. $85,000. That's pretty good.
With the parts car that you can sell and get about $30,000 back. That's, I mean, drop that price back down, subtract 30,000. How much do we got in? About like 50 something?
About this price right here, about $55,000, which is a pretty dang good deal for this Tesla, which the a trade-in value, or what's the ACV, the actual cash value of a rebuilt title vehicle would probably be around what, 70, 65,000?
Maybe. I think how much is these cars brand new? A 2020 Tesla Model X,
I think
dude?
around 80-ish.
Maybe like 100 grand or something like that.
Or maybe it is this one. I haven't honestly looked into that, but I think we are doing pretty good on price so far, because we're gonna probably do something pretty crazy with our parts car. Maybe rebuild it, maybe sell it. All I know is we're not really technically losing just yet, because we still got something that's valuable, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because that parts Tesla has tons of parts if we decide to fix another one, or if we decide to fix it or sell it like you mentioned before.
So just take a look at this stuff, guys. If you want to screenshot this or something, just to kind of get a better explanation. I know it's kind of a little bit confusing, but we try to explain it as best as possible right there. So that's pretty much it, dude. I think we're pretty good with this rebuilt Tesla right here, and I think we're gonna throw a couple more grand at it, maybe some wheels, which we already ordered, so we didn't include that just yet until we get it. But shoot, right there, $55,000. Had to put in a bunch of labor. Of course, we didn't include labor or anything, but let's just do a basic walk around. Let's do a walk and a talk right quick.
Dang, dude, this thing looks clean. And the crazy thing is, we did all the work here at the house, dude.
That's the crazy thing about it. That's the mind-blowing thing about it. So we're super excited about that right there. And this thing is pretty clean. It's gonna look super clean once it's actually like dropped down with some wheels on it.
And the chrome blacked out and stuff like that.
But man, that's pretty much it for this Tesla. We actually were about to try supercharging it, but we forgot the little adapter, which I believe it'll actually supercharge. So.
Yeah, not the Tesla supercharger will work, but there's other companies that have fast charging and stuff like that, dude.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think Pops is actually driving this way, so we're gonna meet up with him, maybe take that adapter and possibly try to charge it up, do a little bit more ripping, and I think this is gonna be the last Tesla video. Here he goes, boys. Tunnel test. Alrighty guys, so we are finally back at the house, and that's pretty much gonna be a wrap for today's video. No luck fast charging this thing right here because it had some sort of weird thingy-mabobber on that little plug, so that didn't work. I guess we're just gonna be charging here at the house. And we even went and picked up the Supra where we finally got our headlight reprogrammed because one of them didn't work, so we knocked that out right quick. That thing is looking pretty sick, just needs a wash, but we were just thinking about it once again, and with everything added up, both of these Teslas and all the parts, it was roughly around like 80,000 or something like that. So subtract 20,000, what we think this thing is worth as it sits right now, we're right around $64,000, which I think that's amazing. Saying this thing is probably worth around 80,000, give or take. So I think we're right under budget, which is amazing there, but that's gonna be all. You guys are gonna have to stay tuned to see what's coming in the next video. And also, if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, definitely give us a follow on Instagram at goonzquad. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.